Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday, in which we all wonder, how is it still only the middle of the week, and how on earth are we going to get through? I do hope everybody is doing well today. It's definitely been a day, possibly one ending in Y. Many states of why. Let's see. Welcome in to Frauke and True Purple and Blast Jordan, who all got here before the stream started. Then we had the Parade of Bots. Welcome into them, as always. Then the scurrying commenced. True Purple getting in the first scurry. Glam Pixie, welcome in as well. Jerry May, good to see you as well. Oh, and there's a stretch from Jerry May. Right, let's... Oh, up we get. And one, two, and... Yeah, all the things going crunch. Such crunch. Much crunch. Very bony. Zero energy day. I know that feeling. Thank you for the stretch there, Jerry May. Ritsu, welcome in. Let's see. Glam Pixie, I think I said already. Yes, I have. Superfast Feg, welcome in, and thank you for the scurry. Lurking Fnurbles, Hidden Feg, apparently. Thank you for the lurk, Feg. I hope things aren't too bad. And that they go okay. Let's see. Glam Pixie dancing along. Jerry May looking for the Pokemon. Raven, welcome in. Good to see you. Elkhorn, welcome in, Moose. Good to see you. Scroll, you Waves from the tyre shop. Oh, goodness. Well, we've got one person in a tyre shop and one person in a tired state, so we're doing well. Yep, that definitely ends in Y, as in why is it not Friday? Yep, hope the car doesn't require too much maintenance. Yes. Definitely hope for that. Look after yourself, everybody. And take care. So we find me stood atop, well, not quite atop. Atop would be up there. Can you buy less tired in the shop? I wish you could. Did I do the popcorn? Yes. Yep. Today has been an interesting day. Started the day with a fan blowing the filter, containing the content out of the petri dish, so that's that. Whoops. Ended the day with a semi-successful analysis of another sample. Woohoo! Yay, compromise. I mean, I'd compromise it. My compromise would rather be, let's not do that. Woke up for a flat tire this morning. Whoops, on a car you need to drive 8 hours to pick up your daughter from college tomorrow. Fortunately, it looks like it'll be repairable, which is free at this location. Woohoo! 4-hour wait. Boo! Yay, free. Boo, 4 hours. I mean... it could be worse. It could be a full set of new tires, but that's not the greatest. Hopefully it gets sorted soon, Elkhorn. Okay, I've got a I've got to double up on audio here, which means that I've still got my speakers switched on. That's what's going on. Yes, there we are. Desktop speakers are still switched on. Whoopsie. Lucky you can work from your laptop, so this is one of your remote days. Yep, that's working remotely is always useful. Let's see. That's better. Now we don't have doubling up of audio. I thought I heard something echoing in the background earlier. That would explain it. Right. Fnurbles. Right, said Fnurbles. Let's have another one, and we will wonder what's going on. Wondering what, wondering will going and on. And I don't know what to do. Right. Oh, yes. I was going to find the redstone shulker box of Fnurbles. I think it's time to have or I would like to spend a little bit of time having, or watch stream, or both. I mean, you can lurk and work. Many of us do, quite regularly. I'm going to have a look at this area. Welcome to the Creaking Vault. Or rather, the Creaking Lab. Or rather, the Creaking Lab in Potentia. Hold on, if it's... I mean, if it's me, the creaking is probably the bones every time I stand up and stretch. Yeesh. You felt called out by that statement there. What did I say? We have a weeping bell. It's not one I recognise. But apparently I've caught it. So let's try and catch it. What did I say to call you out there, Blast? I don't think I said anything specifically to call you out. I need extra materials. Working and watching streams which are usually incompatible or something. No, I commented on working and lurking simultaneously, which is something I do regularly. I don't think I said anything about it being incompatible. It's so incompatible. Oh. No. So incompatible. Right. What? Fnurbles? Had like 8 different messages in the last 2 minutes. Generally means that some of these just flooding things with something. Alright. Your brain is being extremely wacky. Guess what happens when you spend the last 1.5 hours sorting out clues and solving clues? Specifically, your clues. Oh no. I'm sorry, Blast. That sounds like you're getting your brain fnurbled by yourself. Granted, that generally means it's your own fault, but still, that's not the best of things. Let's see. Throws in an Uno Reverso Blast pun. Sorry, pun at Blast. Hello from the brew house. Ooh. I hope you have a brew for us there, TGM. Welcome in. No, not you. Come back here. That and that. That and that and that. Well, yes, it is your fault, because you need to get it done, or else we're not having quarterly events as quarterly. I mean... You're setting yourself the challenge there, Blast. Do not push yourself further than you need to. Prepares to hang, drawn, and quarterly Blast. Oh dear. Alright, let's see. I can take out these. Probably need to think about where I'm going to put some light sources. It'll probably be fine. Uh-huh. Oops. Okay, I've made 3 mistakes here. The first is I've cut off the light sources. The second is I've fallen off of the pile of things that I'm doing. And the third is I have no clue what I'm doing. Nuki Brown Ale. Oof. And congratulations, you've mastered the technique of butchering the pufferfish purely from puns. I mean, yes. I have... Well, that's convenient. I have exactly the right number of sticky pistons and one too few repeaters. Of course I do. Of course! There's an off by one error in all of this. Nibbled. Why? Why? Why is the universe like this? Never had one, but you're guessing it's okay. I mean, brown ales are pretty heavy. And can be quite strong, from memory. But, who knows. Do I have a bed in my pocket? Yes, I do. That's alright then. What I don't have is some of the materials that I was expecting to work with. Which is not helpful. You had an off by 2x2. An off by 2x2. Elcon went in 2x2, hurrah, hurrah. Elcon went in 2x2, hurrah, hurrah. He found the llamas and the sheep. He wondered where the... No, moving on. Yes, I saw you'd streamed last night, Elk, and as usual for your during the week streams, I never got anywhere near it, which was a shame. Chaos Tween, welcome in. Let's go for 8 those and 8 of yeah, that should give me 4 more of those. I know what I'm doing. I know how to make things. I'm a functional human being. Cough. Chaos Tween sits in a beanbag chair with a plate of snacks. Ooh, snacks. As you posted in Discord, only a few bottles remain. Ooh, I wondered where the metaphor fell apart. That's the one. Yep, that'll do. I need to pick material. I want something that's going to look lab-like. Could go with nether brick. Could go with smooth stone slabs. That might work. Let's go with the smooth... No, because I'm going to use that for the floor. Because... No, you don't go in there. Ooh, polished tough. Yes, that's got this sort of feeling. Look, I'll have to keep on filtering the clues. We're only halfway there. Oh, third of the way there. Look after yourself. Elcon was wishing for the quote board during his session last night. Oh, wishing for it. Elcon, are you pondering going to the dark side of the quote board and enabling it due to something you said? Ah, yes. Elcorn heading over to the dark side of the quote board and actually enabling one. Could be interesting. Here we find the Elcon pondering the dark side. Oh no! Which will not repeat here. Aha. Let's see. I only need one of these, but I might as well put the second one in briefly so that I can do that. What's the best job in the world? Any job that involves a crane. It's seriously uplifting. Oop, I forgot to pick up the rest of the repeaters. Yeah. Meow. 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 Right. that should be like this. So should that. That's looking roughly right. And we do this. Because we don't want anything to be able to spawn on top of these things. It's already starting to look interesting. What time should you schedule your dentist appointment? 2:30. Oh, elk. Hey, Bo. Welcome in. Happy... yes, that one. Happy Wednesday. Beep, 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 beep. No, self-shoot elk and blast on sight. I mean, that's generally a standing order, isn't it? I mean, we don't so much have Order 66 as Order Shoot the punners. So if I've gotten this right, what I am doing is setting up so that I can put things in the wrong place, so that there will be something watching the gaps between these pillars, and when something grows on the pillars, oh my, it will cause the top of the pillar to be shunted around and everything on the side of it to be broken off. That's if I've gotten it right. If I've gotten it right, then all will be good. Odds of getting it right? Who knows? One in 4,000. The chances of anything going quite right are 1,000,000 to 1, they said. The chances of redstone going quite right are 1,000,000 to 1. Yet still they built it. Blast, yes, as he's the target practice fish. In this instance, both need to be shot for terrible, terrible puns. Tax doesn't cover everything. It's a tax, not a protection racket. Wow. Never deserve any arrows in the first place. I need 8 observers. Do I have 8 observers? I have 38 observers. That's a good start. I also just counted out 7. Not quite the right number, but close enough. You get there. You get there. You'll go there. You'll go there. So, there. Excuse me. What way around do you think you're looking? I managed to get all of the observers on that side right, and then immediately stuffed up the other ones. Come on. You can do it. Just put in all of these in the correct way up. There we are. That's better. That one wanted to be different. It's a unique individual, yes, but it's not allowed to be. Oh, and I forgot to put the block behind things. Hold on. Yes, I think that's right. Hold on. I've forgotten what I'm trying to build. I need to check my notes. Hold on. That's the wrong set of notes. That's a useful set of notes. Just the wrong one. Over here. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, yes. I've got it right. This is what happens. Scott's occasionally decides that if he needs redstone, he's going to learn it in advance. Because I'm no good at redstone, I need to check my redstone notes in advance. Okay. That is what I was looking for. And I still haven't a clue what I'm building next. Actually, what I want to do is... I'm going to take... So, now that I've got the basics in place, I'm going to start building the pretties. Because, why build it right? Oh, I'm glad it helped, Elkhorn. As I say, it's one that I've tested on Wilderness so far, and have been using quite successfully. Hey, Canadian Dragon, welcome in. As redstone circuits go, I'm starting to learn, which is quite worrying. Landstrad, welcome in. I don't think I could build or design a redstone circuit from scratch quite yet, but I'm starting to remember some of the basic principles. You've got a 4-chest version of the copper golem sort of working. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. And we have a Skrelp in chat, which honestly sounds like something out of a Doctor Who episode. He was attacked by a Skrelp. A what? A Skrelp. Yes, I heard you the first time. I still don't know what it was. 1, 2, 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Let's turn those into waxed versions, and then turn them into that. It's a kelp seahorse. Yep, definitely sounds like a Doctor Who villain. Miyakula, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Or at least, welcome to Wednesday. We apologise for anything that happens. We can't actually control it. I need another one. I might need to set up a honeycomb farm. And goodness, thank you for the 100 bits there. Crikey, thank you. If you've seen it, it kind of looks like a Doctor Who villain. Yeah, I can believe that. I am running low on wax. I need to have a think about where the wild things are. Yes, that too. Canadian Dragon on a 320 stream streak stands arms wide open for a warm, dry blanket, sick of rain. And you've made it straight into the blanket jail. Well done there. That's your 10th catch, and out of 11, well, that's pretty good going. Wrong ball. Whoopsie. Oh, I was going to find, as I was going to find. There we are. Boing, 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 boingity, boingy, boing. I need to eat because I'm running low on saturation. Oh, I let Fnurbles loose. Fnurbles is back doing what Fnurbles does, occasionally jumping off of a balcony. Just like that. Hey, Fnurbles! Some days you just can't keep a good Fnurbles down. Right. I think it would be nice to have this looking like this a bit. What Fnurbles does? You mean finding ways to get into mischief? Yes, exactly. Fnurbles does as Fnurbles wants. As So I reckon if I do this, it starts to look a little bit more like lab machinery. Fnebbles finds a way. Yep. Basically, I just want to make this so that it's not spawnable blocks. These are transparent, so you can't nothing can spawn on them, and nothing can spawn on stairs because they're not solid blocks, or at least when they're placed the correct way up, nothing can spawn on them. Then we need to do a block here and here, a block here and here, block here and here. No, not there. Wrong one. Try again. How does that look? That's looking good. So basically the idea is these are... I'm going to put a chamber around this to make it look like this is an isolation room. And then I'm going to start adding things like the pale moss hanging from the ceiling, and make it look like this is kind of like some sort of pods that have been collected from for research and are being kept in isolation. And then we'll have a small entry chamber at the front here, which won't just be an entry chamber, it'll also be where the where the creaking are allowed to spawn, and then I will probably have a sort of another chamber adjacent to it where I can walk into it and start murdering them, or at least smacking them. Right, I need another 8 blocks to go here, but I also need that. For goodness sakes. Come on, Scots. You can do this. Footy! Welcome in. You lost a streak at one point. Oh, no. But, good news is, your attempts to escape from Mary have continued. Welcome in. Thank you for the 3-stream streak, and congratulations on escaping from Mary that time. So, always good. Hail Hydrate. Thank you, Feg. See? Even if you lose a streak, you can't always escape from a Mary, but your escapes are still counted. What? And a stretch to go with it. Oh, yeah. So you have streaked in chat 19 times. Nicely done. Let's see. I need one more of these, like so. Interestingly, block with redstone on it still counts as spawnable, from what I can tell, which means I need to be very careful with what I do next, so we will have to sort things out. MP Clark, welcome in. Haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're doing okay. I don't know if you've been in and lurking or if you've just been away from us for a while, but welcome in. Right, so put that there. Sanity, welcome in. Happy Thursday. I wish. Happy Wednesday, in which we find Scotsman wishing for Thursday. Sanity themselves, welcome in. Elad, welcome in as well. I hope you're doing well. You're graduate from high school in 3 days. That's fantastic, MP Clark. So I'm guessing you've been quite busy. This is stream, so it's just another Thursday. And welcome in Bellfire. I hope that you had a fantastic stream, Sanity. If you have a moment to let us know what you're up to, do please let us know. But if you do need to raid and run, self-care is absolutely important. And that goes for everybody coming in with that raid as well. Do look after yourselves if you need to. For those just arriving, I'm building a research lab to research the evils of the creaking. Or at least as soon as I figure out how to build all of the machinery around them. Oh, no, I've still not done some of the redstone. There. There. I mean, I say the evils of creaking. They're going to be perfectly good because I plan on using them. Yes, I plan on using the creaking. That's a copper bulb. That's not helpful. Oops. Whoop, 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 whoop. But I plan on enclosing all of this in and making it look like those sort of research labs that you see, where everything is in a small glass chamber in the middle and everything else is sort of a massive kill box. And then there's going to be a balcony up here looking down on it behind glass. But first, we need to make it functional so that we know what we're building around, although I've already started with some of the detailing. Because, of course, I have to. I have a compulsion. I can't build things without making them pretty. I can't make them without making them pretty. They have to be pretty. Please ignore the I was about to say, please ignore the rabid Scotsman. What do we think of the rabid Scotsman? What do we think of the rabid Scotsman? What do we think of the rabid Scotsman? Why is he so crazy? He's crazy. Layer TNT around the entire thing as a final containment protocol. I don't know if I'll make it actual TNT, but that actually sounds like an interesting concept, Landstrad, and I might make it so that I'm fairly sure I've got some mini blocks of TNT. I could probably put those around the edge of the room to make it look like a ring of explosions is being set up. TNT pixel art out of wool. I think I'll go with the mini blocks. Stream was good. We're trying to finish up some projects from your list. Ended up ones that were not on the list, but did need to get done. The joys of scope creep. And it's habits where you start building one thing and end up on others. Oh, that one. But if you manage to tick off a few things that did need to get done, that's fantastic, because that's always the important bit, really, isn't it? Ooh, hold on. I was going to bring a couple of pieces of resin with me, just so I can test things. That'll do. How many of these have I got left? 9. Maybe? Possibly enough. I think I need 8, so that's getting close. Oh, hold on. Actually, I'm going to use something else for... Put that back in there. Ooh, hey, I've got 26 oxidized ones. Nice. Also got 4 more honeycomb that I didn't realize I had. 4 more honeycomb. 4 whole honeycomb. My word. Because of course, 4 honeycomb could make all the difference. What am I looking for? I was looking for something. I wish I could remember what it was, but I'm looking for I'm looking for something. And I still haven't a clue what I'm looking for. I'll figure it out in a minute. Let's go and test this. Do need to skedaddle. Please take care of the flus. Will do, Sanity. Thank you for trusting us. And thank you for coming on in. I hope you have a lovely evening. Or a lovely rest of your day as appropriate. Sorry. What are time zones? Time zones happen. Right. In theory, barring a little bit more safety measures, this should now be functional. That worked. I've realized that I've made this very, very noisy. I forgot. I forgot the redstone. Wait, yes, redstone. I should not have done that. Right. We are not putting trapdoors here. Yeah, trapdoors. Trapdoors are trapdoors and redstone. It's a fantastic combination until things go flappity flappity flap flap flappity. Another heckin' flappies. Hey, Blackclad. Welcome in. Another heckin' flappies. Yep. What would Willikins do? Willikins would run off and fnurble in a distance. Boing, 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 boingity, boingity, boing. Speaking of fnurbles, hello, fnurbles! Kiwi, welcome in. Right, okay, so we cannot have trapdoors all over the place. Trapdoors all over the place is a bad idea. Can we say that out loud? Bad. Right, where's the blackstone? I've got some blackstone here somewhere. Yeah, not as much as I was hoping. Dag nerbled it. Oh well. Let's use it anyway. You're EP, but more awake than yesterday. Yay for more awake. And we have a Jellicent in chat, and a wandering trader has appeared nearby. What is the definition of nearby today? And does he have mini TNT blocks? He's in the river again. Right. TNT blocks. Come on. Mini TNT. Mini TNT. I need midi. We do be naughty children with drinking permits. Yep. Oi! Oi! I was talking to you. I did not know that wandering traders would wander off while you were trying to purchase things from them. He knows what you're going to do. What? Murder him? Yes, if he wanders off while I'm trying to purchase stuff from him. Where's he gone? Why is there a llama embedded in my wall? Nope. Llamas just wanna have fun. Oh, llamas, they wanna have. Sir, you appear to have left one of your llamas very confused outside. Right. Mini slime? No. Mini pink concrete? No. Mini blue concrete? No. Mini sticky pistons? Possibly. Mini soul sand? No. Mini ender chests? Not a chance. You do not have TNT, sir. You are not helpful. Sir? An accident has happened. An accident has happened. Be thankful he's not following the lead of a predecessor. The Dangler. No, he was just... Great, now I've got two llamas wandering the halls. The accident was that he got in my way. Well, more to the point, the accident was he was not selling me mini TNT. If you don't sell me mini and TNT, what's the point of you? Polished blackstone stairs. What was that trader's name? Blast Jordan. Oh, hey. There's still a trapdoor here. Missed one. No, but suddenly I want to actually name one Blast Jordan, just for the heck of it. Oh no, my bow accidentally fired true. Yes, true. It fired true the wandering trader. True. Right, let's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Do this. Right, what I'm thinking is I can make this look like a set of clamps holding this into place. And then when we build the side wall of this, we can use this. It's no longer what you did, but what are you planning to do on Friday? Yeah, yep. I can see some of the logic there. And in fact, I'm going to extend this. You know what? Let's turn on gamma so that we can all see what I'm doing a little bit easier. Because I'm thinking if I make this look like clamps holding these things, Defnebbled. If I make it look like clamps holding this machinery in place, then I can make it look like it's all part of a scientific experiment. Some of that made sense. At which point, if I do this, I can break all of my redstone and put in these instead. Not looking forward to Phasmo in the morning. Sucks because you're not a fat. Are you worried about it being unstable still, Kel? Or just not liking the look of the Alan Wake seasonal crossover? Yeah, worried about stability. That's a shame. You never know, maybe they'll have improved it and it'll be stable. Right, I need to put that redstone back before I continue. Right. That one, and that one. So that we can take out that. You're hoping Phasmo will be as stable as it can. Hopefully the yes. Don't fancy a repeat. Not how any of it works. Yeah, I do hope that it'll be okay, Kel. And I'm with Blacklad on this. The fact that you attempt to make I'm going to say it. The fact that you attempt to make puns puts you significantly into a level of understanding English that is quite impressive. Because even attempting puns puts you at a high tier of understanding English. So stop punning around in order to become innocent. Phasmo seems okay. Played it last night with a friend who plays on a potato. Didn't have any issues, if that helped. That sounds promising. I'm going to put 8 more of these, but I want something there. Solar also plays on a potato. You know, it might actually be better if you play on a PC. Part of me is curious. How did the concept of calling a really old and slow computer a potato? Is that basically related to the usual joke of potatoes from... such as when they put... when they put GLaDOS onto a potato in Portal. Yeah, I'm wondering that one, Frauke. But I was wondering if that was a reference back to the same joke. Potato-powered clocks. That's also a possibility. You see, I wasn't sure if the whole GLaDOS thing was referencing the joke, or if the joke was as a result of the GLaDOS thing. GLaDOS a potato joke? Yeah. I do not know. I do not know. That's looking a little bit more like it's like I was hoping. I need something there, and then I need some blocks here. Shared brain cell. Yep, around here we have those. Gotta be careful. The shared brain cells are... Why am I going in there? They're highly over-abused sometimes. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I put in... So I need water level... I need water to be below here somewhere, so that everything that comes off of these can be rinsed into a collection point. Why do I keep going into my redstone box? I'm pretty much done with the redstone, so let's put away the redstone. Right. If I do another... I'm wondering if I should have moved those over to there and had these as half slabs. Let's see what that would look like. So if I take out these again, I will need some dirt to be able to actually place them back. So if I do half slab and then put the stair here. Oh yeah, that looks like a hydraulic clamp. That's kind of what I was looking for. I want it to look like that's machinery all held up on this. Yeah, that works. Ooh, smart detection beta. What the heck is that? Who knows what you're on about there? Let's see. Google food. Potato does refer back to potato-powered devices. Also arose from the similar toaster reference. People started using potato to express the low quality of a device around the mid-2010s. Since potatoes are cheap and ugly, older devices reflect the qualities of a potato. Usually cheap, and their graphics tend to be pretty bad when... Okay. Interesting. I don't know, Blackclad. It came up under beta blocking, which I thought was a type of... I thought that was something else. Beta blockers. Um... Never knew potato-powered machine. So you can use a potato to generate power. Not very much, and not very good. You are not a Medichem, neither is your... oh, Medichem. Medichem. Scots. Medichem sounds like it's a Pokemon. Quick, catch the Medichem! And lemons. So, yes. Well, anything you can do with lemons and limes, you can apparently do with, by way of the science like that, you can do with a potato. Just as badly. This is starting to feel like a set of science equipment. What I might do is... oh, that would look good. I wonder. Yeah, I could probably do that. Potato soda. Oh, wait, that's vodka. Yes. When I get the enclosing... excuse me... glass box around this, I might try and make it so that I've got tubes coming down into these things to make them look like they're being fed nutrients or something. Oh, I could do that with yes, hold on. Meow 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 meow. Quick Google search for me. Yes, just potatoes connected by electrical wires. Many potatoes, and you may get enough electricity. Yep. You're in a lab, right? Accurate for equipment. Yep. One of your favourite quotes from a game. How are you holding up? Because I'm a potato. Yep. Science! Alright. Climbing the stairs. Scots get squeaky. Meow. 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 Don't ask. I have no clue. And I've left the camera count on where's the Wandering Trader mode. Rather than let's look at what we're building mode. You'd think I'd remember to change things. There's a llama in my building, dear chat, dear chat. You knew about potato-powered machines, did some electronic science in school, built a functional circuit using potatoes and a light bulb. Yay! Science! Actually, I'm just going to bring that. And do I have... oh, I do, but not enough. Grr. Ooh, hold on. Yay! Let's grab 8 of those. Actually, let's make it 16. And have a quick nap because it's dark. What do you call a potato with no arms and no legs? An amputato. Oh, that's not so good, Blast. Sydney, welcome in. Hi, I'll hydrate. How are you doing, Sydney? And to go with that drink, we have some popcorn. Let's get a stretch in. Oh, we can. I've just got several bats spawning in my laboratory. That doesn't feel right. My lab is full of bats, chat. My lab is full of bats. My lab's full of bats, dear chat, dear chat. My lab's full of bats, dear chat. Some bats. Quick, get them back in the wallet. Yeah. only have one chain. I'm going to try and survive without using chains for this bit. Yep. Boop. They've escaped containment. Well, we haven't fully built containment yet. Get back here and get in my wallet. There's a... Get nibbled. Better joke, found another one. What did the twice-baked potato say before it was put in the oven? Done! Foiled again. Come back here. That was the slowest death of a bat. Twice-baked potato. Gotcha. Be very pro-potato in all forms. Potato. I would much rather have chips, but I'm in that sort of mood. Let's see. If I put in... So let's do copper bars onto this. So it looks like... Oh no, that's not going to work, because that's the bit that moves. You've just fnurbled your design, Scots. Ah! I've designed a sort of shaped tater tots. Ooh!
Rat, dirty, Turkish, harkaback, flattened, Morton, Philip, Martin, Perkaluma, Burton.
Exactly. What makes more power? Not how many volts, but in total, Baghdad battery or potato? Don't know. So if that one's moving, you have sweet potato noodles with lunch. Ooh. Also, Dino Taters makes me think of Supersaurus Rex. I think I'm going to have to keep this to 1 high, because otherwise I'm going to run out of vertical space in this room. Valid thoughts? Yep. Need to get the dino chicken nuggets, then you'll have double dino. Double dino? Double dino? Goodness. Right, if I do this, we can... On some of them. It can look a little bit like the wires are going across bits. Right. Now you want double dinos. Yeah, it's all your fault, Sydney. We got introduced to the to gluten-free dirt. I mean, it was bad enough that my definition of packed mud is wheaty dirt. And I'm not sure if that's something that other people had long beforehand as well. Right. Okay, that is our scientific equipment. We have our scientific equipment! Now you want baked potato and dino nuggets. I do believe it is time to turn this into a containment chamber. I apologise for this joke, but why can't you hear a pterosaur using the bathroom? Because their pee is silent. Oh, nurbles. Virtual wheat can't hurt you. Yeah? Yeah. Everyone gets a diamond in compensation for the pun pain. Yay! Can you send it to Wilderness where I can spend them on things like additional keys for decked out? Why do I suddenly have 3 llamas here? Are you... Is one of you Are you one of the ones that was wandering the corridors earlier? Of course you are. Right. I need a containment chamber. I don't need redstone anymore because I'm done with that for the moment. I will need a whole load of... before you heard keys, you heard pylons because you always need additional pylons. Yep. One from the recent trader wandered over here and made some friends. Apparently. I keep forgetting llamas are herd creatures. They just they seek out each other and grumble. I don't know where I was going with that. They flock together. Yes, they're very avian. Right, I'm going to use cobble deep slate for the, or rather, deep slate for the edges of this enclosure. And where's my glass? Ugh. Why do I never have enough glass? The worst thing is I'm gonna... what do you call a group of 8 hobbits? A hobbite. Yes, Elcon. Midna, welcome in. Right. I feel like I should probably have started digging the water channels for collecting everything coming off of this. But we'll do that in a minute. Right, I'm going to need a lot of... Let's go with deep slate polished. So, 2... Let's go for about... here? Is that 2? I feel like 2 is one too many. We'll do 1 at the back as opposed to 2. Yeah. What would make us? Would that make a city of 8,192 hobbits? Gigabytes. Hobbite. Oh, gig hobbite. Yikes. Did I do 1 behind this? Yes, I did. Right. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be putting glass walls around this, and I was going to need some glass panes. Hey, Math Girl, welcome in. So if I do that, and then run that up by several blocks, I reckon that's going to look like... actually, I'm going to do another pillar here. Where do plugs and cords go shopping? The outlet. Oh, elk. Elk. Another one. And another one climbs, and another one climbs, and another one climbs the walls. As we build up in all of this flabbling. I need this to go... I'm gonna run out of glass. I know it. Which is gonna be a problem. But we'll cross that bridge once we've reached the point where we need to smelt it. Do, 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 do. If I need to go across at that, I need one more. Fortunately, this is a fairly tall room, which is good because it means that I planned well enough in advance. Right. Partially, the tall room was because you had no real choice. 6, 5, 6, 12. Plus 2. Minus 2. Let's go with the 12. And then put half slabs on the corners. I only need one of those. Yada-dee-dee. I should sleep, it's dark outside. And while I haven't yet installed any of the creaking hearts, I kind of feel like it's not a good idea to be working on a creaking lab when it's dark. Ah! Dag Fnoblet. Missed. Let's try that again. And we have a Mabostiff in chat. For those who might be interested in one of those. Oh yeah, that's getting that sort of temporary lab enclosure feel. And it's a weekly monotype, so you may want to catch that, and if I had any Ultra Balls, I would attempt to. Right, let's get this side started. How much glass have I got? Might be enough. Maybe, if I'm lucky. I'm gonna need... I need glass blocks for a lot of the top, though. That's gonna suck. Alright, what we want to do also is have... Let's put a wall here. And a wall here. That way we can have stuff going across there and make it look like it's attached to something. Well, that's in the wrong place. Dirt. If I'm going to jump on top of the pillar, it helps if you actually jump on top of the pillar. What height are you? 57, 56. One more. Took the day off, wasn't feeling great, slept for like 3 hours, now you're just chilling. I hope you feel better, Raven. Oh, I never asked. How did the optometrist appointment go? Did they give you a new... ow. Also, that was wrong anyway, so I might as well land and break it down. A new prescription. Raven got back on Friday, I want to say. And it wasn't vacation, it was a work trip. Let's click that. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. New prescription for the left eye. Hopefully it'll work with single vision, but it might need to be progressive. Ah. Hey, at least you got the prescription. Woohoo! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, Fnurbles. Also, that pillar's in the wrong place as well. So many off by 1 errors. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 and 5. I need 6 more blocks. And I need the 3 months of wages to play for the... Yeah. I fear that'll be me shortly. I think I need to update my reading glasses prescription because I need them for VDU work. And I've been finding VD... Thank you, Fnurble. That's why the swords have been placed in the case. Yep. We have some fantastic, amazing people who... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 took up the mantle of holding the sword. And we were also very lucky that most of what their work was Quote Patrol. Quote Patrol sounds like it's a variant of Paw Patrol. Right, let's see. One, I need... What I might do is... Well, think about that one in a minute. Be-da-ba-da-bee. Yada-da-da-da-da-bee-da-bee. Bee-bee. Yada-dee-da-dee. Yada-yada-dee-dee. Trying to work out where I want things to go. So, let's temporarily put... I'm going to need to put better lighting in a minute. Oh, for goodness sakes. Come on, Scots. Right, so I think we will need... this to be a water channel or a hopper channel, I'm not sure which. 1, 2, and I've just realised that the torches I've just placed are about to be removed, so that was a complete waste of my time. Nope. Meantime, watching Tor build a blaze farm on the server. Thankfully, with carry on, meant it didn't need to be at the fortress. Ah. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be where we put water. So if we're going to have water running across the bottom here to wash the resin into the collection area here, what I might do is a mix of tuff and pale moss as the floor, to make it look like it's been sort of taken over a little. Yeah, I really do need to consider the Cherry Picker Memorial Blaze Farm at some point soon. What did I come back here for? Oh yeah, pale moss and tuff. Right, there's the tuff. We've gained a bat. Go figure. Right, mate, help if I looked in the properly labeled computer files folder for the files you were looking for. I mean, That's usually a good starting point, Landstrat. Out of curiosity, which ones are these? Those are smokers, aren't they? Yes. I would like 8 smokers. Definitely. That's going to be expensive. It's a stack of cobble, which is easy enough to get nowadays. And half a stack of... I do love being able to do that. 4, 8, 32. I need half a stack of logs. Let's use the dark oak because we've got a couple of trees here that we can recover from in a minute if need to be. Boing. Alright, and I want the smokers to be here. So they look like they're supporting these uprights. I'm going to need to do something across the back between them, but we'll come across that in a minute. Welcome to Scott's Plots Out Pretties Around a Redstone. I'm not sure you're supposed to put this much effort into making redstone look pretty. This is on a par with what I did with Petra, where I took the redstone for the nether stem farm and made it look like an entire ancient ruins. Apparently I can't help myself. Try to use polished tuff. That'll look like it's sort of solid reinforced lab floor, possibly a little bit of concrete-esque. We're just thinking that apparently I can't help myself about what I'm building. Yep, that's exactly what it does. If redstone is prettier, then it's easier to follow it. Really? Yes, but with the Petra, I had to move the redstone around 3 or 4 times because of the pretties. Yeah, that was my own fault. Actually, I'm going to use a mix of the polished and the... I don't have any inventory space. Why have I got no inventory space? Some chiseled. Not the stone. That one, and where's my... There it is. Right, pale moss. So, if I do pale moss like this... No, not you. Oh, and we've got a hydrate in chat. Thank you, Feg. Right, that should be those. Let's do bits of this. Fill in the rest like this. I will take that drink in a second. I'm just trying to get this into place in a way that it feels good. Does that look like a corrupted lab floor? Hail hydrate. You have a feeling you'll get yelled at for what you're making, and that's okay. Oh dear. Heil Hydrate. Blame it on the scope creep. Blame it on the scope creep. Blame it on the moonlight. Blame it on the creepers. Blame it on the good times. Heil Hydrate. And a stretch to go with it. Lab with a corrupted floor feg. The idea is this was a lab, or is a lab, but the floor has been taken over by the corruption of the materials that are stored inside of it. Possibly needs a bridging block between the moss and the tuff. I'm not sure there is one, though. Could just be regular tuff. Let's have a look. I mean, I think honestly, once I've got water over the top of it, I'm not sure we're gonna notice. Where am I? Where am I? Yes. I sound like Tango. There are far, far worse things to be accused of. Meanwhile, I have been looking at the Dunga 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 flight path. I seriously want to have a good reason for that on an entrance to the Cliffs of Insanity. I really, really want a Dunga 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 flight path. We have Annoying Cologne in chat, for those who might be interested in catching it. And it is a monotype, and it is a... with that sound effect, or skizzes, or something else. I don't know if I want skizzes or tangos. Honestly, I like both. I saw the short from Tango where he first heard the Skiz version, and just the look on his face was almost like a proud father. Dunga 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 dunga. Hold me, buddy. I keep seeing this and thinking there's a creeper. Alright. Schnabbles and hold on. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I also need to dig out this back wall. Yes, let's use those. I almost don't like those, but I like... Yeah, you know what? I've changed my mind on the smokers. The smokers were a nice idea, but since I've got the... whoops. Could have it randomized between all the sound bites we have on Idiotic. Oh, dear. That's a lot of sound bites. 8 and 4. Can I go from there to there? Yes, I can. As well. It's got slice into a whole George Takei. Oh my! No, meow. Fnurbles. Back to stinky work meetings. Oh, Sydney, Good luck. I can't do these. I need to make these half slabs. Or I need to coat them. Actually, hold on. Let's coat them in... coat them in pale moss carpet. Excuse me. You're not supposed to be up there. You're supposed to be down there. Hopefully, it's time for... Pardon? What? What? I'm not sure I want context on that. And yet I want context on that. Sausage. Of course it was. Context can be provided via Horn on Friday. Not entirely convinced that I want the context. As I say, I both don't and do want to know what the heck. My brain is very much in the but why level. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that should be a solid block. Let's put that in there. 6 and 5. No, not that. Not that. Not that. Might as well use that over here in a minute. Might as well just use it here for a moment. It's 12. I need 12. Might as well just do this entire back wall as well. Uh, 14 and 9 and 9. Schrodinger's context. Yes, exactly. That's not... No. Yeah. I thought I had more tough in my inventory. Yes, I do. There it is. 14, 9, and 9. As polished tough. And a quick nap because it's dark. If this lab has been corrupted, would be using grey... ooh, that's a thought. Maybe. I don't know about the brown, but the grey might be right. Similar to how they do in zombie villages. Yeah. Let's find some grey. Ow. That's a wall. Also gives me the opportunity... Oh, hold on. Let's dig out this bit first. And it said brown because that's what you find in these villages. Yeah, I can understand. I just don't think it would be... No, that's the right. I swear I'm trying desperately to not mess this up. And immediately attempting to mess it up simultaneously. Right. I think I might have had some grey. If I go from grey to light grey to clear, then that might actually be a nice gradient in a few places. I can also use this opportunity to empty my inventory of the things that I do not want in it. Such as I don't need resin clumps anymore. I've done that. I've only got 2 creaking hearts, but I think there's enough resin here to make another 8 that I want. If there isn't, well, so be it. Stone bricks can go in here. Diorite can go in there. Dirt I don't need anymore either. That's granite. Put that in here. Right, that's better. I've now got a bit more inventory space. Ooh, and some grey dye, and some light grey dye, and some black and white for more grey. That's white, that's glass. Oh, let's get that, that's for sure. I've got grey, I've got light grey. Excellent. Not much, but we can make a bit more. Let's go with as much of that as we can make, and as much of that as we can make. Yeah. And then we will... No, wrong chest. Put the light grey and the grey that we're not going to use into there. I do not have enough glass. Probably. We'll have to see. The fact that I've got 41 light grey and 23 grey might actually play into my my needs, though. I should really do this floor level first. But, in the interests of not caring... In the interests of not caring, I'm going to focus on the fun stuff. Would also include orange glass, since this is creaking lab, and resin. That's a point. That is a point. Quite a good one as well. Oh, for goodness sakes. You have them on occasion. You do. Right, I'm going to mine outwards from here on out, because mining inwards is causing me to break things I do not want to. I put in a couple of grey, and then light grey around it, and then put back in some of the glass that I shouldn't have taken out, and put a bit of the light grey going up here. It's better. That looks like it's going to work quite nicely. Also means that I might have a better supply of... Oh, hold on. No. Mine from the inside out. Right. So, we do grey at the bottom, which means I should have made that one light grey. Light grey above the grey, which also means that one's got to be light grey. I'm going to put another couple of grey in the wrong place, apparently. Which means that one needs to be light grey as well. I hate it when I set myself rules for the design of these things, because then I have to follow them. Really? I just took that out. Yeah, if I put some of the... I think if I do orange, I'll do it more along this section and working outwards from the areas where we have the creakings. So I'm mentally defining these almost as creaking chrysalis, which is why they're hanging from chambers and why they've got stuff coming into them. As a sort of way of defining these as a sort of thing that exists. Because you've got to have some conceptual lore around this, and the conceptual lore that I'm going with is the creaking have chrysalis that they come out of. Do we have any orange glass? Not in the slightest. Fnurbles. Do we have any orange dye? Of course not. I got yellow dye and red dye. Isn't that what you make orange out of? Yes, it is. Woohoo! I can remember how to make orange! Yeah, let's not make more than that, though. Let's put the light grey back in here. Got a spare orange. I could really put in there. There's the orange stained glass. I should really put in a bundle for dyes. And we have a Cardoodles in chat. Welcome in, Cardoodles. And we have a Pokemon at the same time. Not related. And we have a K. Welcome in, K. Why am I trying to sleep? It's too early. And a Krish as well. Hey, Krish. Oh, actually, the outer wall of this shouldn't be this. This is the bits that are the external solid, still not completely destroyed, framework of the lab. Or at least the lab isolation chamber. So these should all be polished deep slate. Weekly low stats. Yay! Let's put the orange up there for the moment. I need about 50. Let's take out that many. Can we sleep yet? Can I 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 sleep yet? Yes. Right. Let's do as much as we can and then come back and swap in a couple of them with cobbled deep slate. Maybe. No, actually, I'm just going to make it all polished. I'm not making this frame affected. It's the glass I'm affecting because I want it to look like there's some sort of... did I really miscount that badly? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I want to make... the reason I'm doing the glass is because I want to make it look like there's sort of stuff inside it. But I want to make it look like it's contained. Hope I'm making progress on the lab. It's starting to feel lab-like. I'm just in the process of trying to make it an enclosed area so that it is very much as though we're keeping the chrysali of the creaking inside of the lab. Let's do normal glass. And then let's add in some of the orange. Not much, just a little bit. And Kay is on a 75 stream streak. Goodness. And managing to escape from the Merry White House bot. Nicely done there, Kay. 12 escapes and only 4 catches. My word. You have been running away from the Merry White House bot quite well. Let's put a couple of the orange in. Might not have enough of the coloured glasses. I also need to put another row in. Don't. Oh well. Come back to that in a minute. That needs to be light grey. Orange there. It's the problem with working with glass panes. They're pretty thin. Good, I did have more. Oh, that's nice. That looks pretty good. They can become a real pain in the glass. Oh. Accurate, dragon. Accurate, but yes. So I need a row of solid blocks and, yeah. Pun tax. Ooh. When you make a pun, you must pay pun tax. Woohoo! Or the mods will slap you with the hammer. Woohoo! Need secure containment. Yes, secure, contain, protect. Exactly. This would definitely be an SCP research lab. Or at least, hopefully it would be a secure one. Oop. This is starting to feel right. Hail Hydrate! And Stretch as well. Everyone, take care of themselves. Hail Hydrate! And a Stretch to go with it. Oh, up we get. And 1, 2. Thank you, Cal. Right. I do not have the glass to finish this. Fnurbles. Chat. Self-care checkpoint. Hydrate, dehydrate, stretch, snacks, sleep, med check. Med check. Woohoo. If you need to take them, take your meds, yeah. Woohoo. I don't know why I keep turning this into a DuckTales option, but fnibble it. The worst bit is I need a significant amount of glass to go across the top of this. Because the DuckTales theme is a bop. Yeah, that might actually be the only reason. Have to pause clear reading for some sleep. Have a morning seminar. Look after yourself, Blast. And hopefully the seminar will be okay. The danger right behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just grab onto some DuckTales. Ooh. Sin Lily, welcome in. That's starting to look like I was hoping for. I'm gonna run a self-care is the best care. Time for med check. Woohoo! Yep. Let's get Fnurbalry. I want a mix of the copper materials to run across where we've got those thingamies. I know what I meant to say. Don't know the words, but I know what I meant to say. Not getting anything out of that one. No. Ooh, maybe. Actually, yes. Let's use some of those. And some of those. And... waxed weathered and waxed exposed. And Fnurbles is attempting to hang out with the Iron Golem again. I don't know why. Because Fnurbles, obviously. Right. They are flower buddies. Yeah. That works too. Wait, is that all of the... goodness gracious, Scott. You absolutely have no idea how many materials you needed for this. And the reason why I brought these is because I need to do a row of stuff over the top of this to prevent it actually having anything spawnable on top of it. Whoops. Yeah. Let's get the last couple of bulbs in on this side. I'll put one here and one there. These also have the bonus of providing a bit more lighting in the lab, which is something that we definitely needed. Whee! Absolutely not getting it right at all. Yeah, I need materials. think I'd learned what I needed when I was building this sort of thing, but oh well. How many of... Yeah, 6 is nowhere near enough. How many of those have I got? That makes me another 10, so that's good. Let's make some more lightning rods. That'll get me the stuff up the side. If I do 3, I can take one of those back by 1. If I can find my axe, there it is. And now you've gone to Darkwing Duck. When there's danger, you call on Squirrel and Moose. Let's get fnubulous. None of those are waxed, so that's good. I need a new supply of wax because I don't have one. I swear I need to put a hive in, find one of my hives and just put a an ender pearl stasis chamber next to it. Because Fnurbles. Oh, and we have a skip loom in chat. And we have a Sin Lily on a 120 stream streak, managing to escape for the 11th time. And you want to miss this for your weeklies, according to the Frauke Information Service. These 2 there. And then we bring this. So, let's move the torches again. Although we have lit up this place a lot more. That's not it. Right. You and you go up to there. Let's bring this down. And polished tough. And can we turn some of the polished tough into... Yes, we can. That's lovely. Oh, hold on. I need to do this row first. Hey, what do you know? Got the exact right amount. Which is terrible because I actually needed more than that because I need to do the floor. But, hey. Right. I should get the water into this before I get much further, but I also need to think how we're going to collect all of this. But first, let's get the water in and see whether or not I've got that right by way of depth. God, I hope I have. If I haven't, then it's an off by one error, and so be it. We can resolve that. We always do. And a convenient infinite water source right out here. In the middle of the road. I always love the way that we've got those little hidden infinite water sources. They feel like they're almost sneaky. Ah, I've got an off by one error. Dagfnurble. I was hoping the water was going to stop right at the edge here. So.
Rat, dirty, perky, shark, back, flat, important, filibucket, Martin, perkaluma, Burton.
Exactly. So what we might have to do is, what if that were 12 stairs? What if I didn't have 12 stairs? Can I use upturn stairs and waterlog one to get the block back? Yes, except I can't have them... I have to have them that way up. Because otherwise the water's not going to flow in the right direction. Because if I put it this way round, then the water won't flow. But what I then need to do is hide this row of materials, which we can do a little bit of with this. Whoops, not you. And then if I do that... What do you mean? Somehow that actually made no difference at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I was off by 2. Okay, fine. Then we're going to be putting a row of signs down this or gates or something. Mutter dick dastardly. Ah! Counting for Dummies with new forward by Elmo. Elmo! Elmo can count! Elmo, count to 2! I'll leave those 3 for a minute. Elmo knows what Elmo is doing. Elmo is fantastic. you. I need 3 more in a minute. But first... You know, it's a Scott stream when even the OBOs have an OBO. Yep. That looks pretty good. I need... Hold on, how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need 12 fence gates. Because if they're open fence gates down the middle... Yeah, the blooper of Elmo and Robin Williams is hilarious. Elmo going, "Oh, Mr. Williams, Elmo is..." And isn't it where Elmo ends up talking in first person for a second or something? And just ends up shrinking into the... Yeah, it's the one, Elmo with the stick. Mr. Robbins, yeah. How many did I say I needed? I've forgotten the count already. I'm just going to use spruce. Elmo only had 1 line, and Elmo still couldn't get it right. I've just realised I need this to be along here. Because otherwise... it's not going to look right. Because otherwise the water's going to be flowing over the top. Later, Landstrad. So what we could do is... nothing. That works perfectly fine. Vehicle reacquired. Vehicle acquisition complete. Yay for vehicle reacquisition. Right. Do I have... Can I turn these into... No, I can't. I do not have enough finagling. Sinks into the crate of embarrassment, Abel sticking out the top. I only had 3 lines! Yep. And it's the fact that I only had 3 lines. It should be Elmo only had 3 lines, because Elmo only talks in 3rd person. And Tyre came back from church. Woohoo! What? Alright, let's hold on to a few of those. I got 8. 8 and 4 is 12, so that's the right number. Woohoo! Yeah, Elmo swearing is just one of those, what? It's no longer, oh, it's no longer holy. Ah, dear. Elkhorn. Throws a hubcap at elk. Okay. Interestingly, I made the same mistake on the last one as well. On the other side as well. Right. I'm going to bring over my infinite water source into the middle here because I can. And then I'm also going to... Actually, it doesn't matter because I'm going to put the doohickories over the top. What I might do is put in a few trapdoors in places just to make this look more interesting. Alright. 1. No, hold on. I need that for my infinite water source. 1. Stop shifting, Scots. Scots is too shifty. all of those? Yes, I think it is. Right. And then we put... Might as well just use pale moss since I've got plenty of it. And then we turn about that many. Really? Actually, I gotta find some trapdoors just so that I can make this look a bit more interesting on the edges, and like there's something by way of research machinery on the edges. Because there's no plate like chrome for the holidays. Oh. Ow. Have I got any looms? No. Have I got any string? Yes. Don't need the fence gates anymore, so put those away. Preferably in the right place. Yeah. I think it's that. Oh. Well, apparently I can't math. I cannot do the maths. Oh well. Doesn't matter, I only really wanted to. Fine. And we have a gloom in chat for those who might be interested in catching it. Giving me fodder for egg puns, yolks on you. Oh dear. At least you're shelling out for the pun tax there, elk. Which way round is this place? Not that way. Actually, no, that's the right way. Because I want that. Do, 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 do. And I still got enough by one. Thank Fneblet. Right. In theory, he says, in theory, that's the farm area of the farm built. It needs enclosing, but that's a separate problem. We still need, one, to turn all of this into half slabs so that nothing can spawn outside, and two, we need a murder chamber, or a thwacker chamber. But I need a load of glass to do the sides, the front, the top. Good God. This is just one of those perpetual, never enough things problems. Right, let's start with the floor around the outside edge of this, just so that we can tidy up a bit. That is the obscure ammunition you were looking for. Really? Throws a Czechoslovakian traffic war. What? Yeah, that's obscure. Okay, this is starting to look like it's a containment chamber in a lab. I'm thinking this is actually making progress. I think you ought to... Yeah, just a little. There may have been a snap. I'm going to bring out some Maxed exposed copper slabs as well. Why do I even have oak fences in my inventory? Oh, I remember. Yes, that was from the deflowering yesterday. Right, I'm gonna put the glass back in here because I ain't got enough of it, so I'm gonna put that on hold. And let's put you in here. I know I had some smooth stone in here. I see a stone slab and an andesite slab. And a quick nap. Hail Hydrate. I'm sure the lab workers thought they were making progress too. Yep. Hail Hydrate. And a stretch to go with it. That reminds me. Isn't there a... No, different thing. Okay. Because when I did something else. Alright, let's turn that lot into half slabs as well. Boop, 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 boop. Bit good. The worst thing is, I realised I'm going to have to actually remove pretty much an entire layer of floor. Because I don't want this to be sitting into the floor, I want this to be sitting proud of the floor. So, here we find Scotsman excavating yet again. The floor was the floor all along, exactly. And Sydney's asking for a quote and getting... Yep. You were, Sydney, you were. Zombie voice. Nuts. Yep. That's what you get when the zombie squirrels go hunting. I mean, that quote is accurate. I suspect the long answer to that will be no. Can't remember what the short answer was. Probably no. And my inventory's full. Bag of Noblet. I thought I emptied my inventory enough to be able to actually do some building. And then I remembered I forgot that I needed to remove the floor. I mean, an 8x8 area of floor is an entire stack, which is an unfortunate problem. When you're dealing with the fact that you need nearly a full chunk around your spawning materials. There's gravel, granite, diorite. Actually, I don't need the cobbled deep slate for the moment. And polished deep slate stairs I'm done with as well, so that gives me a bit more inventory space. And I don't know, that's stone. Pale moss block can go back in there, and the polished tuff can go back in here. Hey, this is looking almost empty in comparison to usual. Right, let's start bringing in the floor. Oh, I've still got some lightning rods. Whoops. Oh. I remember when I was... So, one thing chat won't know, because they weren't around when I was doing this, because I kind of did a lot of it off-stream. When I was digging out this room, I kept forgetting to put the lights in. This room is so big that if I'm in that corner, the other side of the room is spawnable space. So I was digging quite happily on one side of the room, and suddenly I was getting shot by a skeleton that had spawned on the other side. It's like, you fnurbling skeleton. How did you get in here? Oh, you didn't get in here. You just arrived in here. What? Excuse me? Why did you build upwards, Scott? And again. This is why there's a decent amount of light in here, despite the fact that it's rather dark. Actually, I'm going to keep the copper for a couple of lines running into this to make it look like it's got some... what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Utility lines running in. Really? Are we... Oh, goodness. Thank you, Raven. I thought I had more time before 200 clicked in. I'm gonna get this copper because I never seem to have enough copper. Fnebbles. Yep. Often. Very often. Clearly this is an evening for streaming 2 more hours. No. I'm not really capable of that today. I would love to, but I'm currently held together with gaffer tape and luck after the way this week is going, and so my energy levels are not good enough to be able to cope with that. Nope. I need a few more of the half slabs of stone, so let's just grab those. Okay. How does that look? That looks pretty good. And of course that one got quoted. Not entirely surprised. I'm going to put the 2 lines of copper in before I forget that I wanted to do them. This one. Also, at some point, I need to figure out what the walls are going to look like. This is one of those weird situations where I've done the interior and the floor and the ceiling, and then I'm doing the roof. Sorry, walls. I've done the roof. I had to do the roof. There was no way I could do the roof without far more scaffolding than I could ever actually really cope with in this room. Right. In the intervening time, however, let us grab my bed and get it out of the way, and get up into the area out of the way and see what this looks like. So it's an etho build. Worst things have happened. Right. Now, is this going to work? Yes, that's alright then. Oh, boy. Oh, that looks pretty good. How does it look if we look at the side where all the glass is in? Okay, that looks kind of like an enclosure in the middle of a room. So it's kind of what I was hoping for. Once I've put glass across the top, I'm going to add in all sorts of bits of pale moss hanging down, so it looks more like it's sort of room you'd put Hannibal Lecter in. I mean, a creaking will eat your face off if you let it. And this is the sort of view that you're going to get from the balcony area, or from the Overwatch room corridor. So I'm thinking this is actually getting close to what I was looking for. Now, there's no guarantee that this works yet. Need a potion and an item frame labeled a nice Chianti. Not really. Honestly, I'm thinking more... what am I thinking? Is a question I regularly ask myself. Species, or something like that. Alien in an enclosure, being looked at and experimented upon. Terrible film. Never got any better. Let's have a look, see whether or not we've got anything worth catching out of that. Why not? So this is the probing room. I refuse to think about that in any way, shape, or form. Aliens. Yeah, I mean, what is a creaking except for an alien, really? Because they don't half look like them. I'm going to go and get a whole heap of glass between streams so that I can... It's got Sony Reaver. Get away from her, you fnurble. Pain or solid? Both. Because I'm going to need solid to go across the top. So I need a whole heap of glass. Panes for the sides, solid for the top. It's just ridiculous amount of glass that I'm short of to build this. What I'm thinking is tomorrow we will come back and... pain in the glass. Pay the pun tax for that, Black Lad. I think tomorrow we will come back and put the rest of the floor in, put the whacker creaking chamber in, and put some sort of collection system in, because at the moment all of this is just getting washed into the middle, which isn't going to work. But I think this is starting to really look like the sort of lab that I was aiming for. No, I was never even going to think of calling it that. Also, I love the way that the ceiling has that sort of moody warehouse feel to it. I kind of think I actually achieved the look I was going for in this room. So I'm kind of happy with that. Right. In the forget it. Yes, exactly. In the meantime, however, it is time for me to wrap up. Thank you for those. A piece of paper with words written on it. And thank you for the raid message there, Feg. I am going to head off and mentally collapse. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be back here on the Madness World, continuing with all of our builds and fun. We have, yes, Soup, Luna, Tree, Yormi, oh, he's playing Windrose. Bloomsome is playing Minecraft. QTV is playing a first playthrough of Stardew Valley. Thank you, Sydney. I need it. I'm hoping for things to be quieter. I'm actually pondering working from home tomorrow rather than going to work. Let's see. I'm tempted to throw us at Luna, who's playing Phasmo, but I don't think so because Phasmo. An extra roll of gaffer tape. Thank you. I need it. Let's. When was the last time we went for Corrupted Tree? 14 days ago. Let's go to Corrupted Tree. Yeah. I hope everyone. Yes, I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we're going to try and get this into being a functional farm as opposed to just a pretty area with a whole heap of potential. Either way, I will be back again tomorrow. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. Take care of yourselves. As Feg says, hydrate, make check, gremlin at will. And I will hopefully see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.